Ladies and gentlemen, please stand and join in remembering America's men and women in uniform and America's fallen by placing your hand over your heart as a bell rings in their honor. Thank you. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon, and welcome to Cheyenne South High School graduation ceremony. The class of 2016 would like to welcome parents, family, and significant individuals that have played key roles in helping this special day take place. You could come today and share in the celebration we call graduation. Please remain outside the roped off areas. We have a professional photographer taking pictures of each graduate as they receive their diploma. And the ceremony is being broadcast by the BISN network and being streamed over the internet. For sale throughout the stadium from our FBLA classes. If there is an emergency, we have an ambulance and a medical team available at the south end of the stands. Lastly, please refrain from using any type of noisemakers during the ceremony that would detract from the diploma presentations. We want to keep the focus on the students and their outstanding accomplishments. I'm going to try something different this year. I'm a country music fan, and I truly appreciate a lot of the lyrics of their songs. They get paid millions of dollars to write these, and I figure, why not just use their thoughts? It's got to be better than what a principal could think up the last day before graduation. Don't worry, I'm not going to use certain lyrics like "All My Exes Live in Texas" or my personal favorite, "She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy." Instead, I've picked out a couple of songs that really speak to the staff and the graduating class. The first song I've picked out is one for the staff. They've worked with seniors over the years, and this pretty much signifies their feeling after working with this group of students and motivating them the past few weeks.
I should have been a cowboy. I should have learned to rope.
I'm just kidding. But believe me, I think we've all thought about that the last 6 weeks because seniors have been hard to motivate. And there might be some truth to that, but I really want you to understand we really respect this group of students and want to wish them the best. The next song is one we truly believe personifies the personality and character of the students you see before you. We've got to know these students these past 4 years, and they have truly earned our respect. Sure, they can try a little harder in class and value the education they're receiving a little more, but the bottom line is we have great young people at South High School. This senior class did a tremendous job of being role models and demonstrating class and character we want all South High students to show in their everyday actions. Listen to the next stanza and see if you agree that it fits their personality. Those are the words I feel these seniors live by. This group before you are polite, respectful young people that understand the importance of working to achieve the goals they have set. They realize they have mountains to climb, but they stick with it and find ways to figure it out. Hopefully they take pride in what they do because they have worked hard and have done their best to accomplish what they have set out to do. Seniors, we hope that when you walk away from South High, you walk away understanding that the process to get where you want to go is what is important. The time and effort you take is valuable. At South wasn't just about schoolwork, but instead it was about figuring out what it takes to be successful in the future. I just wanted to take a minute to say thanks to these seniors before I introduce all the guests, because it has truly been a pleasure to work with them the last 4 years. At this time, what you've all been waiting for, we have several guests here today to help us recognize these outstanding students. At this time, it is our pleasure to recognize the Laramie County School District #1 Board of Trustees. We are excited to have you in attendance at our graduation ceremony, and we truly appreciate all the time you spend helping our students be successful behind the scenes. Could you please stand? From our district office, we have 3 individuals that work extremely hard to ensure that students and teachers are successful. We truly appreciate their support and dedication to working with South High School. They are Assistant Superintendent of Instruction, Dr. Tracy Kinney, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Mark Lehiff, and Assistant Superintendent of Support Services, Mr. Dave Bartlett. I would also like to recognize 3 other individuals that help make South High work and come to every day. They work behind the scenes, but are extremely important to the overall learning process. They have fun and really know the students in their alphas and do a lot to help our overall school culture. I call these Associate Principal Royce Backman, Assistant Principal Louis Sizemore, and Assistant Principal Jennifer Brownhill. Sitting out with the students are the principals of the South Triad, and sometimes we don't give them enough credit in this graduation process. Basically, they played a key role and certainly deserve to be recognized for the part they played in helping these students grow into the individuals they are today. Would the South High principals please stand? If you take a second and look around, you'll notice a lot of little things that speak volumes. Whether it's the mural, the BISN, the programs, it takes a tremendous amount of effort to put a graduation on. And I have to thank 2 young ladies that basically have made this a very classy event. Miss Kate Tejan and Miss Kim Hinker did a fantastic job. If you look next to the track over here to my left, you will see a couple of groups of people that have played a significant role in the overall educational process of these students. The first group are past educators that were invited by seniors to be a part of their graduation ceremony. Seniors were asked to think about individuals that had impacted their educational journey in a positive manner and invite them to be part of the experience. The educators you see here have had a profound impact on the journey these individuals have traveled and throughout their formative years. With this group, please stand and be recognized for the contributions you have made to the graduating class at South High. The other group you will see is basically the staff here at Cheyenne South. At South, we value relationships, and the staff you see before you has worked to get to know the students they work with. We pride ourselves in not just educating students, but getting to know them and helping them navigate the difficulties of being a high school student. The staff you see before you take a tremendous amount of pride in every student and the effort they expended and the time they have spent is culminating today when these students receive their diploma and officially graduate from South High. I know I speak for all these teachers when I say what a pleasure it has been to work with your students. Cheyenne South High School faculty, please stand and be recognized. We also would like to take just a minute to recognize a couple of graduating teachers. They have been with these students at Cheyenne South, and we would like to thank them for the valuable contributions they made for these students. Miss Anna Fruworth, Mr. Alex Mulberry, Miss Sarah Crank, Miss Marilyn Detillion, Mr. Jamie Nelson, and Miss Sarah Papa will all be graduating this year. Miss Julie Mackey and Mr. Barry Dybert will be taking a one-year leave of absence, and we hope to see them back in the future. Thank you for all your help in making South the high school it is. No graduation would be complete without recognizing the people who ultimately made all of this possible. That would be the parents. We want to take this time to thank you for entrusting us with your students. Without your help and support, a school could not be successful. Please stand and wave to your students. We all appreciate all you have done to help this process from the beginning. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you Superintendent of Laramie County School District Number 1.
Thank you, Mr. Thompson. Wow, what a beautiful day for a graduation. And if I'd known Mr. Thompson was going to play all those country songs, I probably would have brought a few rock songs behind my speech to kind of balance it out. A little Led Zeppelin or Queen maybe, but then as I thought about Cheyenne, you know, we do have a history and culture with Western songs, so it was very fitting. So excellent job, Mr. Thompson, I'll give you that. I would like to introduce our Board of Trustees by name and let you know that these are our elected officials. Position, you know, without any compensation, at least monetarily. They get compensation when they come to events like this, and when they look at all the things that you have accomplished in your life, it is very meaningful to them. I would like to introduce Jim Landon, our chairman. Tim Bolin, our vice chairman. Mark Clausen, clerk. Sandy Shaner, assistant clerk. Marguerite Herman, treasurer. Lynn Story-Heiler, assistant treasurer. And Nate Breen, trustee. And again, the effort and the time and the energy that they put in has really made a difference. You know, I had the pleasure many years ago when we first started talking about having a fourth high school in Cheyenne, and you know, to watch it grow and create its own culture has been an amazing thing. Students, congratulations on achieving this important milestone of graduation. Another milestone that took place in our country this spring, on May 9th, 2016, the National Bison Legacy Act became law, officially making the American bison the national mammal of the United States. Yeah. This majestic animal, your school mascot, joins the ranks of the bald eagle as the official symbol of our country. And much like the eagle, it's one of the greatest conservation success stories of all time. A few hundred in the 1800s. And today, there are approximately 10,000 in public herds in 12 states and many more in private herds across our country. There is certainly an immense pride in your school and in our community in what the Bison represents. South High certainly lives a statement that I often hear in our community, the power of the herd. There is a collective energy in the school that makes each of you more successful because you believe in and are a significant part of the power of the herd. You have worked together for a greater good, and today, each of you is achieving the important milestone in your graduation. And I am using the word baby bison, is often referred to as a red dog before it's called a calf. The red dog name comes from the color of their orange and red when they are born. After a few months, their hair starts to change to dark brown, and their characteristic shoulder hump and horns begin to grow. When you came into South High as a freshman, you probably felt like a red dog bison. Your families, your teachers, support staff, friends, and others supported you through your growth. I am sure each of you had some ups and downs through your school career. The support that was provided by these individuals, other members of the herd, along with your individual drive, perseverance, and dedication to your own learning brings you to this stage today. Today you will graduate and doors will be opened. Range land will be expanded, giving you multiple opportunities for future success. Today, you become an alumni of Cheyenne South High School, and wherever life takes you, you will always be a part of the power of the herd. Do not be afraid to seek support or provide it to others as you move through life. Success comes from being a part of something greater than ourselves. Board of Trustees, teachers, principals, all school district staff, parents, grandparents, family, and friends, thank you for playing such an important role in preparing these graduates for the significant day. Congratulations, Cheyenne South High School, the Bison, the herd, the class of 2016. Now it's our pleasure to introduce Chairman Landon, who has a few words to say to you.
Thank you. Superintendent Little, Assistant Superintendents, fellow trustees, Principal Thompson, Assistant Principals, faculty and staff, honored educators, South Triad administrators, parent, family, and friends, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2016. It is a great honor to be here on this beautiful afternoon. You know, recently I was traveling west of town, exploring some little traveled dirt roads, and as dusk approached, I realized there was nothing there familiar anymore. Now, I'm male, so of course I wasn't lost, but on this day, I admit I was a little confused, so I drove on something familiar. As I did, I came to a fork in the road, and there was a signpost, and I noticed a sign pointing to the right, and I was happy to see it said Cheyenne. There was also a sign pointing to the left, and as I walked around, the faded letters said Cheyenne. Well, as I pondered my new predicament, it so happened a rusty old ranch truck was coming down the road, so I flagged it down. I explained to them my problem, but they didn't seem to be too helpful, so I had to be more direct. So I said, does it matter which one of these two roads I take? The man paused and scratched his beard a little bit and said, not to me it don't. Well, South High graduates, you too have reached a significant fork in the road today. Now, some of you may have encountered some interesting and significant challenging twists along your way, but let me assure you that the direction you take from here on does make a difference. Yes, the paths that you took at South High School allowed you to discover many unusual points of interest. And your school and your class took on a personality of its own. For example, Just recently, the South High track team returned with 2 individual state champions. The South High basketball team made the state championship game and came, oh man, what a game. Give it up for them, you bet. Now, many of you have participated in a wide range of activities, bringing back medals and awards and experiences such as music, speech, and debate. Your marching band is amazing every year. Skills USA, and many, many others. Your school and your class took on a personality of its own. South students comment on school spirit and how there's a willingness to support every team, no matter if they're a winning team or if they're a popular team. Your teachers feel that the South students generate a significant amount of integrity when dealing with the struggles of everyday life. South High students comment that South has become a second home to them and they feel safe here. Yes, each one of you individually takes different memories of your own points of interest of your travels. And now, as you look forward to your future, some of you have a very clear picture of what you want to do. Some of you may be completely undecided. I just hope that you will all find a future path that leaves you challenged and fulfilled while making our world a better place. But remember, a key to the future is to keep traveling forward. For as Will Rogers said, even if you're on the right track, you'll get run over if you just sit there. You know, yesterday, the world lost a giant, and he was a bit of a homespun philosopher too. Yes, Muhammad Ali said, "He who is not courageous to try will accomplish absolutely nothing in life." Thanks for those ideas, champ. And now, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations on this significant achievement and best wishes on your future travels along life's highways.
You'll never know what you've done for me, what your faith in me has done for my soul. You'll never know the gift you've given me. I'll carry it with me through the days ahead. I think of days before when you made me hope for something better and made me reach for something more. You taught me to run, you taught me to fly, help me to free the me inside. Help me hear the music of my heart. Help me hear the music of my heart. You open my eyes, you open the door to something I've never known before. And your love is the music of my heart. You are the one, always on my side, always on my side, always standing by, always standing by, seeing me through. You are the song that always made me sing. I'm singing this for you. Everywhere I go, me inside. Let me hear the music of my heart. Let me hear the music of my heart. You open my eyes, you open the door to something I've never known before. And your love is the music of my heart. What you taught me, only your love could ever teach me. You got through and no one could reach me before. But you always wanted me for the best that I could be. It was you who set me free. You taught me to run, you taught me to fly, taught me to thrill me inside. Let me hear the music of my heart. Let me hear the music of my heart. You taught me to run, you taught me to fly. Let me to freedom inside. Let me hear the music of my heart. Let me hear the music of my heart. You open my eyes, you open the door to something I've never known before. And your love is the music of my heart. Is the music of my heart.
It is my great honor to introduce the next two speakers for today's graduation. They have been chosen by this senior class to speak to the graduating class, and I will tell you they've worked hard on words of wisdom to share with you. And I know that these speeches are from the heart and have solid advice can help all students be successful. We'll start with our faculty speaker, Mr. Daryl Schwab, chosen by the senior class. He will be followed by our student speaker, Ms. Seda Quist, that represents the class of 2016 on this special day. Seda is a true representative of South High School, as well as Mr. Schwab, and they signify all that is right with South High School.
Good afternoon, honored guests, administration, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2016. It is truly an honor to be asked by the senior class to speak to you today. I heard that the voting was down to me and the UPS guy, but he already had plans for today, so I'm here. This is an exciting and scary time in your lives. Every year at this time, I think back to when I graduated. It was a long, long time ago. I was about half this size. I had no gray hair. In fact, I was rocking a pretty sweet mullet at that time. I remember during my graduation ceremony, my brother had moved all my stuff out of the room and moved his stuff in. So when I got home, it was now his room. Everyone else got cars and trips and money for graduation. My parents gave me a set of luggage. So the writing was on the wall. It was time for me to go out into the world and become a productive member of society. Was I ready? Did I have the right tools to be successful? Did you expect the shop teacher not to get up here and talk about tools? Come on. My great-grandfather Herbert Schwab was a farmer. He always carried 3 tools in the front pocket of his blue key overalls: a knife, a small pair of vice grips, and an adjustable wrench. He could fix anything with these 3 tools: broken tractors, fix a chain that had come off, or even derod a sheep's hoof with a quick wipe of his pants and then cut an apple for lunch. It was no problem. By this point in your lives, your teachers, your parents, and even your boss have already tried to give you the tools for your front pocket of your overall. You have a knife in your pocket and for cleaning and cutting. Use it to cut out your mistakes and move forward. Look like your first job at the movie theater when you gave your friends free movie tickets and the boss had to let you go, or the class you didn't do so hot your freshman year. You've had learned to grow from your mistakes. and that tool will serve you well, especially in the next 5 years. You have a pair of vice grips in your pocket for holding on to things. Remember to hold tight to your support system. You will need help along the way. In the next few years, you will need to call somebody when you think Dawn dish soap works well in the dishwasher, or when you put diesel fuel in your gas car, or when you're just scared to death about suddenly being an adult out on your own in the world. Use your vice grips to hold on to those people who can walk you through those times, because they will come. Your adjustable wrench in your pocket is for building things. You are going to be building a career, building a family, and building a reputation. And so many other things will make up your life. Remember how you made that $10 your mom gave you for lunch last a whole week? You'll need that skill for a long time yet. Remember running the mile in PE? This is in preparation for when you take your toddler to the mall. Remember that senior paper? There's just some stuff that you have to do no matter how much you hate it, like taxes every single year for the rest of your life. Remember your elective classes, the classes you got to choose, the ones you look forward to every day for 4 years. Don't forget to use your wrench to build a life that you love and will be happy with. Steve Maraboli said, "Today is a new day that has been handed to you for shaping. You have the tools. Now get out there and create a masterpiece." As you think back on your graduation 20 years from now, I hope you think, man, Mr. Schwab gave a good speech. No. But more than that, I hope that you have used your tools. Congratulations, the class of 2016. Miss Seda Quist will be our student speaker.
Sorry, I'm really short. This is also a really big podium. All right. I had a different speech prepared for today, but after an incident at the surgeon's office this past week, I thought of a more appropriate subject. Something that I think fits perfectly for our school. My little brother was born without arms. My parents adopted him from Korea when he was a baby, South Korea, which you'll understand why I make this clarification later. Jesse is unstoppable. He just finished his 7th grade year at Johnson, where he played basketball and ran track. Mind you, without arms. He's also a very good soccer player and was gifted and talented. Jesse broke his collarbone while running track a few weeks ago. He went to the ER, where he was told to consult with an orthopedic doctor a few weeks later to make sure that the bones were healing correctly. This appointment happened a couple days ago. So the presumptuous surgeon walked in the exam room, glanced at my brother, and then looked at my mom and asked, "I'm assuming there were no drugs involved while you were pregnant?" Now, my mom has never even smoked a cigarette, but that's beside the point. When she said no, the doctor then said, "Is he your real child?" It just kept getting worse. This is a tender spot for my family. We like to think of ourselves as all being real. I would go to hell and back for any one of them. Jesse is more of my little brother than any relative this guy has. He then asked if Jesse was from North Korea. Seriously. Jesse got a kick out of that on the car ride on the way home. Now, the best part. The supposedly bright individual couldn't comprehend the fact that Jesse uses his neck and shoulder on the side he broke to eat, write, and carry things. The surgeon asked over and over how he eats and how he writes. When Jesse tried to explain to the doctor just cut him off. The doctor decided in his head that because Jesse had really short arms, that he wasn't very bright and not capable of thinking and explaining things for himself. This is a common, immediate judgment Jesse deals with daily. He also suggested that the school could help us with assistive devices, which Jesse has never needed in school, or anywhere. I assure you, the doctor is the only one that really needs some help. After the surgeon said he didn't need to x-ray the collarbone and that it would probably heal itself, my mom said that due to the fact that he uses that side of his body for daily life, we need to make sure that it heals correctly. He looked at Jesse and asked if he was in summer school for the second time. I can't believe it. Jesse again said that he was not in summer school. The kid obviously has a higher IQ than the surgeon. Sorry, it's like really windy. Okay, so he asked if he could write with the left side of his body, and Jesse said yes. The reason that he said he could is because in just a couple of hours, the day after he broke his collarbone, Jesse retaught himself how to write, how to carry things, and how to feed himself with the other part of his body. So the doctor looked at my mom and said, "You're confusing me with this. He writes with his neck and shoulder thing." I swear I have never even heard of a more daft human. He assumed that Jesse could use his two fingers he had on the left side. Wrong again, Dr. Mann. Those don't move. He writes with his neck and his shoulder, like we tried to tell him earlier. My point with this is threefold. 1, people, even surgeons, judge people. We judge them almost immediately. And once that judgment is made, it's very hard to reverse. It's the backbone for the thoughts we have and the decisions we make regarding people. I've only lived here for 2 years, but I feel the judgment every time I mention what school I go to. This leads me to my second point. 2, we can overcome any obstacle, and the more obstacles you throw at a person, the stronger and more resilient they become. I've lived within my own family, and I see that here at South. We are a family. We are part of the herd. There's power in people who have struggled, people who don't get everything handed to them. People may think that we're the unlucky ones because we go to South, but I believe we are the lucky ones. We have faced challenges that kids in schools that have been here for many years have not. We've had to create our school, not just attend it. We have faced obstacles, torn them down, and risen stronger than anyone can ever imagine. Only by going through challenge do you really figure out who you are. You don't believe me? Then you should have been at the 7th grade basketball game between Johnson and McCormick where the Armos kid scored a 3-point shot. Take that, Surgeon Man. Do you know how they make steel? They make steel by breaking down iron and burning it. They break it down to make it stronger. So bring on the challenges and the obstacles in our future because we can take it. My third point is, leaders aren't always the ones that you would expect. They aren't always the glorified surgeons, CEOs, or even team captains that you would think. They don't lead with fear, insults, hate, and arrogance. No. True leaders are those who lead with compassion, understanding, wisdom, and love. They don't just tell you how to do it, they show you. These are the type of people who don't require some title to give them purpose. They make a difference and they care. When I moved here from Colorado, I didn't feel like a part of anything. But it was people like Mr. DeBryan, Mr. Hernandez, Mr. Schumacher, and Ms. Zuber that changed that. We have band teachers here at South that put a new girl who couldn't read one note of music on the best drumline in the state and said, "You can do it." These are examples of real leaders we have at South, and they are not alone. They are the kind of leaders that everybody, even the highly overpaid and glorified Mr. Surgeon, should strive to be like. That's something that being a part of South has taught us. We have to be leaders because we don't have decades of people to follow. We have us. We have the different, unnoticed, judged, chalked off us to lean on. So you know what? Go ahead and judge us because we'll prove you wrong. We are Cheyenne South. We know how to fight for what we want. We know how to get it. We have accomplished amazing things, and that's only the beginning. The world has yet to see what we can do. We are here. We are giants, and we will prove them wrong. We are, and forever will be, South Bison. So bring it.
Thank you, Mr. Schwab. Thank you, Seda, for those words of wisdom. Hopefully we can live by those for the next couple years. After these speeches, it's my time. It's now time, and it gives me great pleasure to certify that this graduating class before us has met all the requirements of Laramie County School District Number 1 and the North Central Association in conjunction with Advanced Ed. Mr. Landon and the Board of Trustees, I present to you the 2016 class of Cheyenne South High School. They are ready to receive their diplomas.
And now, on behalf of the state of Wyoming and the Laramie County School District Number 1 Board of Trustees, we certify that these graduates are now a graduated class. Congratulations.
Sean Logan Thatcher. Carolyn Marie Allered.
Michael Gabriel Allard.
Mackenzie Diane Allen.
Angel David Antunez Castillo.
Michaela Marin Apodaca.
Paula Estefania Arenas Brocha.
Alexandria Michelle Aslan.
Madison Michelle Bales.
Olivia Lee Balanoff.
Austin Wesley Barker.
Geraldine Nadine Bartlett.
Timony Jewel Vasquez.
Florencio Jesus Beltran.
Jacob Harley Bennett.
Ayana Veronique Birch.
Kyle James Burt.
Noel Drew Bolton Davidson, excuse me.
Alyssa Brown.
Elijah Montrese Brown.
Vladimir Michael Brumbaugh.
Dakota Lee Quan Burnett.
Darren Charles Byers.
Jolene Sue Camacho.
Junior Ramon Campuzano.
Katerina Elena Carrera.
Cassandra Catano.
Esmeralda Grace Chacon.
Corey Alexander Channel.
Cody Jacob Church.
Brandon Mike Kohler.
Genaro Colleen Terrado.
Desiree Beth Contreras.
McKenna Ann Curtis.
Jessica Nicole Dale.
Ian James Davison.
Isaiah Leroy Dix.
Dominic Anthony Demas.
Paul Michael Dunlap.
Andrew Morgan Eagle Road. Adriana Ariel Espinoza.
Alexandra Marie Escabel.
Sierra Nicole Escabel.
Austin Sean Farner.
Connor Joseph Farner.
Kayla Fawcett.
Felicity Jean Firkins.
Nevada Brooke Fox.
Jacob T. Freeman.
Mariah Elizabeth Gallegos.
Ilario Michael Garcia.
Jade Abigail Garcia.
Michael Aaron Gay.
Cassandra Corrine Giacchino.
Christina Ann Glover.
Michaela Marie Glover.
Carlos Anthony Gonzalez.
Jessica May Grimm.
Maria Brianna Grogan.
Riley and Allen Habercorn.
Ty Spencer Hallam.
Abigail Joyce Halley.
Katie Lynn Hanson.
Hannah Renee Harmon.
Sydney Danielle Harris.
Alexandria May Haynes.
Elizabeth Grace Hernandez Sorensen.
Victor Eugene Hernandez.
Michael Jacob Harmon.
Rebecca Lynn Hodson.
Noah David Hudson.
Adriana Christopher Heatrek.
Alejandra Maribel Jacoby.
Marquez Terrell Jefferson.
Shelby Brooke Johnson.
Isaiah Dimitri Juarez.
Tamara Jade Anella Keith.
Genesee Alexis Kendall.
Michaela Louise Knox.
Kiara Nicole Lackey.
Damian Scott Lambert.
Bailey Marie Laser.
Jennifer K. Lebeck.
Riley Zane Levita.
Kayla Renee Lenhart.
Emily Liu.
Jordan Michelle Tate Lopez.
Alejandro Tomas Maestas Marlin.
Oscar Christopher Maestas Marlin.
Ariana Mariah Marlin.
Jalen Allen Marsh McKee.
Deltisha Laderica Martin.
Michelle Marie Martin.
Cassandra Lachey Martinez.
Devin Cruz Martinez.
Melissa Nicole McAfee.
Evan Andrea McCarrick.
Joshua Andrew McClure.
Samantha Dawn McDaniel.
Gabriel Martin McDonald.
Janetta Joanne McDowell.
Isaac Lee McHenry. Jamie Aaron Merriman Fish.
Dustin Blade Miller.
Cameron James Mendieta.
Alyssa Libby Manjaris.
Hannah Lee Moore.
Stephen Joseph Moss.
Bianca Michelle Moya.
Brendan Marquise Nelson.
Vincent Stephen Norval.
Casey Harris O'Kane.
Orlando Felix Olegay.
Ricky Froilan Para.
Audrey Lita Patterson.
Mystique Labrie Penaflor.
Kaylee Lynn Phillips.
Dylan Jacob Prettyman.
Seda Avery Quist.
Sterling Abini Quist.
Anna Lucille Rahaki.
Ariana Ivy Ramirez.
Stanton Lee Rapp.
Krista Lynn Reeves.
Ashley Renee Rodriguez.
Oscar Ivan Rodriguez.
Thomas Wyatt Rolofson.
Stephen Ray Romero.
Brianna Rose Rouse.
Aletrius Sierra Rowe.
Clayton Timothy Russell.
Michaela Josephine Sines.
DeBlame Salinas Hernandez.
Jacob Michael Salter.
Annalise Sanchez.
Javier Sanchez Lopez Jr.
Ewan Corey Sanders.
Michael Xavier Schallert.
Kiani Marie Shiboni.
Quentin Adam Schwarting.
Vanessa Lynn Scroggins.
Nicolau Isaiah Sewi.
Lizette Kimberly Sevilla Leal.
Brexton Ray Sean Roberto Shelton.
Jackson Taylor Simpson.
Justin Douglas Simpson.
Aaron John Smith.
Austin Timothy Smith.
Christian Hury Smith.
Noreen Jane Smith.
Chance Thomas Snively.
Jacob Allen Springer.
Ryan Christopher Steve.
Taylor Mackenzie Stetzel.
Gabriella Sundquist.
Hannah Lee Talich.
Austin Ty Taylor.
Darian Zaire Taylor.
Alice Marie Tharp. Hannah Joy Telly.
Krista Marie Lynn Tracy.
Chanel Renee Trajowski.
Alexandra Erin Trujillo.
Patricia Marie Turner.
Estrella Rose Tyndall Garcia.
Benjamin Joseph Valdez.
Colton Stephen Valdez.
Matthew Raymond Van Kirk.
Desiree Christina Vigil.
Enrique Gerard Vigil.
Victoria Beth Vigas.
Brandon Wesley Vorse.
Brian Michael Wagner.
Samuel Levi Walker.
Keeler Jacob Wallace.
Riley Kathleen Walsh.
Courtney K. Warwick.
Wolf Mishante Weber.
James Henry White III.
Drake Matthew Wilcox.
Destiny Rayanne Wilkinson.
Shiley Kareen Williams.
Kendra Leah Wood.
Carrie Lee Wright.
Jeremiah Ephraim Young.
Don't take for granted the love this
back around and remember South High. We think that you've done an extremely great job of helping everyone and being role models, and we just want to say thank you. We just want you to always stay humble and kind and be the South High students that we remember. With that, I'd like to ask Austin Farner, President of the Cheyenne South Student Senate, to come forward to perform the honor of the changing of the tassel.
Before we do that, I would like to give a thanks to the teachers and the board and to the families that are here to support us. And with that being said, I ask the 2016 class to stand up with me to switch our tassels from right to left to symbolize that we are graduating real adults.